What is up, fishing people? Isaac Mfinger back at it again, and today we are going to do a reel review. I've had this reel for a couple of weeks now. I have fished one tournament with it, and I can honestly say I am truly impressed with both the company and this particular reel. It is a Lews Super Duty speed spool. It is $179 retail. I will read a little bit on the box. It's left-hand retrieve, 8.0 to 1 gear ratio. It is 135 yards of 12-pound test at 35 inches per turn of the handle. 14-pound maximum drag, 95mm extended bowed aluminum handle, and its weight is 7.8 ounces. Of course, it has zero reverse, double shielded stainless steel 11 bearing system, one piece aluminum frame and side plate, carbon composite drag system, magnetic control system, and a machined spool. Let's dive in and I will show you some more. So you open up the box, and of course, like I said, I've been fishing with it. Doesn't have the bubble wrap on it anymore. But you open it up, and voila, you have a reel inside and some different papers. Shows you other options as far as weight and reel specifications. It has different things about the reel right out of the box, and there's your expanded diagram in case you need to take it down to the nuts and the bolts and the crannies and stuff. And then you also have your warranty registration. Guys, if you got one of these, don't forget to fill it out like I did on other stuff. I just haven't got around to this one yet. Okay, let me show you off this reel a little bit. So here's this big spool that they're talking about. If you hear anything, it's because I got line on there, so it might hear it clicking. But other than that, completely silent. The drag, I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not, but it has a click set up to it. Yeah, there you go. Maybe you can hear that. It's got a nice click to it, so you know where you're set at all times. And the spool tensioner knob right here is the same way. So if you move it one click, you know you're one click. Move it two clicks, you know you're two clicks. Nice, kind of a, they're plastic, but they got a real tactile rubber feel to them. And they spin really nice, so you don't have to worry about foul gripping. They're going to spin and they're going to be in your hand, and you're not going to slip whenever you're fighting those big fish in. Oval hole for your line to go through, line guide. In order to take the side plate off with your magnetic brake system, I've got mine set on 3 right now, but in order to take it off, you got this silver bar that runs all the way across, and then you can see that right there. Pull that, and it's spring loaded, and then you push this one way or the other. If I could do it on camera here. There. Push that up, and off comes your braking system. Here's your spool inside. I might be able to get it out with that line on it. I don't know. Maybe not. Come on. You can do it. There we go. There's your spool. Sorry it's got line on it, so you guys can't really see it. It's got that black with the silver barring on it. You might be able to see a little bit of that. Matches up right here really, really well. Very pretty reel. Runs really smooth. as I do with all of my reels, as soon as I get them, I take them apart, I learn them, because knowing your equipment is the main key to not having your equipment fail you. Know your equipment, know how it works, know the ins and outs of it, and you will be able to maintain it for a longer period of time. So I take them all apart, figure them all out, wipe them down. I hate factory oil. I don't care what company it is. I hate it. They usually put too much grease. Lews wasn't bad. I honestly didn't, I put a little bit of oil, but I didn't wipe off the grease and re-grease it, because they didn't gum it up like most companies do, it seems like. But then you just pop your spool back in like normal. Those magnets are strong. Couldn't get that off the table. But push that on, up, down, clicks into place, and you are back in action after you're done cleaning. Taking it apart, super simple. Just like most other reels, you take off that, take off your nut keeper, unscrew your drag, bring everything up, unscrew the side plate, and you're into your gears. One thing, and most people aren't going to comment on it, but I am, because I had an issue with it at the last tournament I was at. I'm not going to say what company it was, because I don't feel like that's my right. But my button, and it was an older reel, so it didn't have a screw on it. Guys, pay attention. If you're going to buy a reel, look in there. Make sure that the button is actually screwed onto the reel. Make sure that that metal bar that runs through that button, make sure that there's some sort of a screw holding that button on. I was going to cast, button popped off onto my hand, so I snapped it back on, didn't think anything of it. It wasn't this reel. It was not this reel. This reel's screwed. I'd show you if I could, but there's a good sized Phillips head screw that runs right into that button, holds it on there good. But like I said, I'm not going to name the manufacturer. It's just, it happens, I guess, but it sucked. Went to cast, clicked the button down, pitched it out there. As soon as I let my thumb off of the button a little bit, button fell off, down into the lake. It's in the bottom of the Lake of the Ozarks now. Never to be seen again. So, yeah, guys, if you're going to buy a reel of any baitcaster of any kind, I don't care what brand it is, I don't care whatever you pick, do yourself a solid. Look in here between the spool and the spool release. That button needs to have some sort of a screw or multiple screws running through the button into the arm bracket that's inside of the button. That way it won't fall off and cause you grief while you're fishing. Either way, great reel, a little pricey, but I will do other cheaper reel reviews shortly. And keep watching. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and we'll get to it.